Hi everyone, I'm Parth and I'll be talking about our work cross-modal adversarial reprogramming. So adversarial reprogramming is this task of repurposing pre-trained neural networks for new tasks. So the goal is very similar to transfer learning, where we fine-tune a pre-trained network on a new task using the new dataset, except the problem is a little more constrained in this setting. And the constraint is that we cannot modify the network architecture or the network parameters. So what we aim to do is that we aim to learn input and output interfaces to this network so that we can perform the new task with the same old network. And the way we can do that is, for example, we have a pre-trained ImageNet classifier. We first define a label remapping where we say that, okay, a dog should be interpreted as a 5 if we are doing MNIST classification as the new task, and a cat should be interpreted as 4 and so on. And then subject to this label remapping, we learn an adversarial program that maps an image of a 5 to an image that gets classified as a dog. And there have been past works that have explored this work, and the objective is that if someone can reprogram neural networks, then you can potentially attack hosted machine learning APIs and repurpose them for new tasks. But the limitation of the past works is that they've only explored the new tasks in the same data domain as the original task. For example, repurposing image classifiers for alternate image classification tasks or text classifiers for alternate text classification tasks. So there are a few open questions. One of them is that can we repurpose pre-trained neural circuits for tasks beyond the data domain of the original task, like repurposing image classifiers for text classification tasks? And how do we design these computationally inexpensive input-output interfaces to perform cross-modal reprogramming? So we look at one of the problems in this work, which is the problem of reprogramming image classifiers for sequence classification tasks. And what we wish to do is that given a sequence T, we want to map it to an image, which when fed into the classifier and when the label is mapped to our new label, we get the correct label for the sequence. So the first part of this framework is designing this adversarial program, which is a learnable module that can map a sequence T into an image. And our adversarial program looks something like this, where each token of the sequence is looked up in an embedding matrix. And then that embedding is reshaped into an image patch of size, let's say 16 cross 16 cross 3, where 16 is a hyperparameter. And then these patches are arranged sequentially until we form the complete image. And then optionally, we can multiply this by a small value epsilon and add it into a cover image to conceal the perturbation in a real world image. And our label remapping, in our label remapping, we consider two scenarios. One in which the number of labels of the target task is less than the original task. In this, we map a subset of the original task labels to a target task label. And then the score for this target task label is obtained by taking the maximum of the mapped labels. And in the scenario where the target task has more labels than the original task, we learn a mapping between the distribution of class scores over the original task and the class scores over the new task. And this parameter is also trained along with the adversarial program, using the data set of the new task. So we consider the following tasks for adversarial reprogramming. Two of them are sentiment classification, two are topic classification, and then two are DNA sequence classification tasks. And these are the accuracies of like neural models and TF-IDF based classification methods on these tasks. And what we observe is that when we reprogram image classification models like VIT, ResNets, Inception Nets, Efficient Nets on all of these tasks, we can get performance that's very similar to the models trained from scratch for solving the sequence classification tasks. Also, we notice that when we reprogram pre-trained models, we get higher performance as compared to reprogramming randomly initialized models. Thank you.